Hi guys, Chef Kevin Belton here with the wife Monica behind the camera. She's been giving me a hard time already before we got started. Today we're doing taco twofer. That's right. And what's funny is I kept saying two for taco, and she said no, taco twofer. So basically we're doing two tacos today, all right? Now, what I started off with, we're gonna do a shrimp taco, all right? What I season is, and I wanted the shrimp to marinate. That's why I did this ahead of time. Basically, I took a little chili powder, little cumin, little salt, and some minced up garlic and a little olive oil. Stirred all that together in a bowl, then tossed my shrimp in. And you can marinate this the night before. I've had them marinating for about a good hour, all right? Maybe a little more than that. So we've got our shrimp marinating. So now let's go ahead and turn up our fire. We'll get a little olive oil in our pan. And we'll get our shrimp starting to cook. Because we're going to do a couple of toppings for this. For our shrimp. Now, shrimp don't take long to cook. So I have the pan heating up. Let's go ahead and get our shrimp in. And you notice I just dumped the shrimp right in with all the garlic. You can see all the minced garlic that was down in there. So basically, they'll only take a few minutes to cook. We're going to get them cooked on one side, turn them over and go to the other side. In the meantime, while the shrimp are cooking, let's make a little, kind of like a little salsa. Now, you can go with a pico de gallo. Pico de gallo is basically tomatoes and onion diced up, little lime juice, little salt and pepper, a little cilantro. Some people put a little splash. I'm sorry, Monica, whatever.
Jalapeno.
Jalapenos, all right. I've got some jalapenos. Oh man, I had a huge jalapeno. I've never seen a jalapeno so big, and so that's a salsa. But here, what I'm going to do, I want to just cut this avocado right quick. This is going to be like a little avocado salsa right quick. All right, we got that cut. Come here, baby. All right. Now all I'm going to do is just take my knife, make some little cross sections here, just to get this cube. Take our spoon and get it spooned out. I'm sorry again for my hand hiding that from you. Now, of course, with avocado, I always like to put a little lime juice on there pretty much right away, That lime juice helps keep things from changing color, all right? We'll go in with a little pinch of salt. We'll go in, hang on, I'm so sorry. I have my towel under my cutting board and I can't get to it. So look, I took a Roma tomato, took the seeds out, just slice it up, just dice it up. So we'll get our tomatoes in. Look at this jalapeno. Now, you don't have to put all the jalapeno in, but you know what? Hey, depends on how much you feel like, how much you put in. We'll go with a little cilantro, and let's go with the rest of this lime juice. Squeezed in, all right? And we had a little salt in there, and now all we have to do is just give this a nice little toss, okay? Nice, quick, simple flavors. I mean, we don't want to do too much. We don't want to have flavors that cover everything up, all right? Because remember, our shrimp were nice and seasoned. Now, it took everything in me not to use a little bit of my Creole seasoning on the shrimp, but I didn't, okay? So remember, this was just a little cumin, a little chili powder, a little salt, and some minced garlic, and a little olive oil all mixed up. And you can sure see our shrimp are starting to cook. Shrimp don't take very long to cook. You heat that pan up. They don't take too long. I think that's one of the worst things we could do is overcook our shrimp. The other thing, I don't know if you guys like fish tacos. I love fish tacos as well. And you could do this same type seasoning with pieces of fish. So our shrimp are almost cooked. They just have to cook on the other side. Now, this is going to go in the bottom of the taco shell. On the top of the taco shell, what I have is, I have a little bit of sour cream. We're going to do a little bit of lime in here. We're going to do a little bit of cilantro. all right, or a lot of cilantro, just depending on how much you want. And now, see, this is just going to go on top of our taco. A little pinch of salt. Might as well grab that piece of cilantro that's in there. All right, I think that's good. So let's turn the fire off. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to assemble this. Now, you know, I don't know if you guys have a taco rack to hold tacos. I've got 3 of them. And guess what? Yeah, I can't find them. So you know what I'm going to use? Upside down muffin tin. This is just a muffin tin. I'll turn it upside down. Before I started the shrimp, before you guys started, what I did, I took our tortillas, dry pan, just heating them up on both sides. So let's just tuck these in here. All right. So first off, let's go in with some of our avocado and tomato and jalapeños right down there in the bottom, okay? They have that lime juices down in there. Come on. Okay, let's get some more down in this one. There we go. That's great. So now that our shrimp are cooked, fire's off. See, we can just take our shrimp and, you know, lay your shrimp right on in. How many shrimp you want to put in, it's totally up to you, okay? You know, you can do a lot of shrimp. You can do a few shrimp. You know, depends on if they're greedy relatives coming over. Depending on this is for you, all right? So now we have that there. Slide this pan over. Put you here. Now, all we have to do is just put a little bit of this right on top. You know, do you want a lot or a little? You know, this is something that you can put in a, if you have a squirt bottle, cut the top open really big to give a nice opening, and you could just pretty much almost squeeze this out, all right? If you want to mix a little garlic in here, that's fine, you could do that. But I want to set this over on this side. Let me kind of move some of this stuff out of the way, because now I want to show you, we did our savory one, but I want to show you now a sweet taco, okay? Something that's going to be a little bit different. Now, this might look crazy to you. Let me bring my board over. Move some of this out of the way. Okay. Now, for the sweet one, this is something a little different, where I have some melted butter, and I'm just going to take our melted butter, brush the tortilla. All right, we're going to brush both of these. All right. Cinnamon sugar. All I did was took a few tablespoons of sugar, put in a couple of tablespoons of cinnamon in it. I had about 6 tablespoons of sugar, about a tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Flip that over. Here, let's brush the other side. Did you all see that? Instead of going in the butter, I went right in the sugar. All right, come on, baby. What were you thinking just now? All right. We'll sugar this side. Now, if you notice this wrapped up, okay? I don't know if you guys have a sill pad at home, all right? You know what I'm talking about? One of the sheets that you put on a baking sheet. I rolled this up and then wrapped foil around it. That's what this is here. So what I'm going to do with this one, we'll take our tacos, our tortillas, fold them over, okay? Just fold them over. The oven is heating up at 400 degrees, all right? Now, we're going to put this in the oven. They'll take 10 to 15 minutes, okay? After about 10 minutes, you might want to start checking them, okay? Because we don't want it to get overdone. Now, let me show you this. Come here. You hop right up there. You come with me. This is how they look after they come out, gang, all right? That's what you're going to see. But I started this off because I didn't want it to take forever and take too long, in my bowl, what I have here, I have like 3/4 cups of heavy cream. I have about 3 or 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And all I did was whip it to get it nice and stiff. Nice stiff peaks. I got that. I did it ahead of time. Just put it in the fridge to stay cold. I did this right before you guys joined us. So now what I have is about 6 ounces of cream cheese. We'll get our cream cheese in there and just get that mixed in, blend it in right quick. And we're going to put in some Nutella. Now, basically, you can use almost any type filling you want. You know, Monica isn't a chocolate fan, but she says, you know what? A lot of people like chocolate. Go ahead and use the Nutella in this. And this would be really, really good. Especially, today I'm going to use a strawberry. Okay? So now all we have to do is just blend this long enough to get this blended in. Now, if you want to do this by hand, you can. Basically, I had the cream cheese out at room temperature. I tell you what, I think that's good where we have it there. Here, come here. Let me grab another spoon. Now with these, how much filling do you want to put in? All right. Oh, look at that. So imagine we already have that sugar and cinnamon on the shelf. Yeah, that one's kind of full. All right. But you know what kid doesn't like a lot of dessert? All right. I'll do this one a little more normal size. I say normal size, but
that one's for you.
We'll see what that one's for me. Thank you, dear. All right, so we've got that there. Come here, let me move you out of the way. You get right there. Gang, I took some strawberries. Just sliced our strawberries. Now, what I did, you know, a lot of times when you slice strawberries to get them really juicy, these were sweet as they were, but you sprinkle a little sugar on them. So I decided, since we were doing cinnamon and sugar on the tortilla, why not put a little cinnamon sugar on the strawberry? So I did that. So now all we have to do is take our sliced strawberries and just put them, you can press them right on down in there. I don't know about you, I love a lot of strawberries. You can put them in a row. You know, if you want to line them up at an angle to make them look pretty. But I tell you what, they're all good. I was going to do this with raspberries, but then I realized I ate all the raspberries yesterday, so I didn't have any raspberries to do this with. But, you know, hey, the strawberries work fine. You know, if you have raspberries and you like raspberries, go ahead with the raspberries. Put those in. So here we have our 2 different tacos. We have our shrimp tacos with that wonderful avocado and cilantro and tomato salsa with the jalapeños in on the bottom. And then the sour cream, lime, and cilantro, just crema on the top. And for the sweet one, we have that tortilla that's been coated with butter and sugar and cinnamon and filled with that Nutella cream cheese whipped cream filling with some macerated strawberries on top. So, you know, they talk about Taco Tuesdays. Well, you know, how about having a taco afternoon for the twofer? So, I hope you try these recipes. I really think you're going to like them. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. Keep washing those hands, masking up, doing what you're doing to stay safe. For WWL-TV, I'm Chef Kevin Belton, and we will see you soon.